I'm done with reactions. Not exactly, but hear me out. The only other time I ever made a video on this was about a year ago, a video called How to Steal Content. You can look that up. I can link it down below if you would like. And I would just like to put some honorable mentions and examples on the screen real quick before I get into what I have to talk about. All right. Okay, pause the video if you need to. We will be showing these examples now. Right, I think that was enough time. So what you just saw me display on the screen was screenshots that I collected for an hour-long form video around reaction / commentary types of content, more on the reaction side. Actually connecting back to my original video where I talked about this, how to steal content, I said something in the video that a commenter pointed out too, where my videos were more on the side of commentary than actual reaction, which I want to group that all together with the examples that I showed on screen, and also to tell you that I've been on this video for 4 days, at least. Let me make sure. Yeah, I've been on this video for 4 days. I am actually looking right here. I'll show you. Let me pull it up right here. Boom. So right here, done with reactions. You know, I decided not to upload that video because I felt like the way I went about it was a little bit not to what I truly wanted to say about reactions. I'm only human. Sometimes I can't take this shit. And sometimes I just want to find where you guys live at. And then proceed to go through that hole in the wall I made and stare at your parents or your spouse like. Then proceed to disconnect your internet. But then I take a seat back and I realize that I'm on the internet. I am an entertainer, a content creator on the internet. And I have to remind myself that this comes with the territory. And I know this. All of you out there that remind me you can't please everyone. And that I just have to do my thing. So I sit back and I remember, as a practitioner of certain metaphysics, like the law of attraction, the law of correspondence, the law of polarity, that I have to remember that these people are going to exist because you can't have the hero without the villain. And that's why I have to stand up and remember who I am.
This is where you gotta push past your limits. If you don't, then your path ends here.
Light work, no reaction.
I have been on and off with this video idea for 4 days. I just couldn't bring myself to make a proper video talking about how I feel about reactions. But to sum it up so easily, is that, to be fair, haters gonna hate, and people are gonna like what they want to like, and there's two sides to everything. And if you ever want to address someone or go at someone, you got to do your research, you got to gain some context, and you got to remain objective when you're talking about certain people. Don't ever let these bad comments on your videos get to you if you are a reactor / commentator. Like I said, I always make the joke on my channel, like the video that I talked about a year ago, that I'm basically commenting over these videos because of how long I talk and how much I add to the video. And look, at the end of the day, I don't think these guys realize that, or when, not discriminating, that reaction content is fair use. Now, when it comes to transformative and all that, stuff in it, it just varies. I don't even think transformation is protected in court. I'm not sure, man. I've done research and got lost and got confused. But what I want to say to that is, of course, you've got your bad apples in the bunch. There are mofos on the platform, I'm not going to name names, that abuse the system. Of course they do. Some of them that abuse the system are the top creators, especially over on Twitch. You will never see me in a video. You will never actually see me in a video. Actually, for my OGs on Twitch, I know y'all remember this. When I would watch Critical Role, since they were super long campaigns, every moment fire though, I would mute the video and say where I'm muting, and then have you guys go to the link so you can follow along in the video. I try to have as much integrity from my own craft, and I try to have so much honesty with my reaction videos that honestly, I don't usually let little negative comments like that bother me. But the reason it got to me is because I was like, man, it made me think about the grander thing behind art, your own creations, doing what you want in life, really going at things, and the doubters or the hate comments, and not only that, it just made me think about just how people with no context won't do their research, don't care to do their research. They just go and leave their little disingenuous comments on your videos. Or it could be a coworker in your life. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just talking about those people that just got to be negative for no reason. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that we have to experience dark and light here. I'm just glad to be on one side of the spectrum where I could dream, where I could have an imagination, where I can enjoy what I'm doing. And that joy and enjoyment for what I'm doing can be felt through others. Like when I'm watching Maxer, when I'm watching Wendigoon, when I'm discovering all this stuff in D&D, making my own character, actually getting involved in the community. Not just watching it for some views. Not just sitting there editing a 4-hour campaign down to 30 minutes. Listen, best know whose doorstep you're arriving upon. See, I just don't care. I'm letting go with this video. This is the energy for the new year. Know whose doorstep you're arriving upon. Because truthfully, like my comments say, I am one of the most underrated reactors on YouTube. And we can't even call it reacting, we call it commentating. My videos have opened doors for me that I am endlessly grateful for. And all I care about, know this, to the people who think I'm genuinely just wanting to piggyback off the back of people's content, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. Actually, I don't even have to say anything after that. It doesn't matter to me. Because remember, at the end of the day, I will still live by this. You can hear it in the earliest videos I've done to anything else. I will make videos for even if one person is watching. And that's what will propel me forward. Not none of your little parasocial relationships with these other creators. These other ones that got you thinking in your mind, you know them to the fullest, dog. Oh, that's my best pal. I won't ever let anyone react to their content. I don't know why I took on that accent, but you know what I'm saying. I'm sorry I hurt your little feelings by reacting to your favorite creator's content. The other people that watch your favorite creator and are sub to them would like to see me watch that and see what I think. This comment that I got on one of those videos was so funny. Or on the Wendigo one, the recent one was, this is low-key stealing content. You could just use his video, chop it up, and cite the points that you want to talk about in the video. Okay, so sort of like a commentary video, which is why I say the line is very like it's such a blurred line between every type of content style, because it's just like, yeah, if I do that, it's kind of still like reacting, but like if I edit it in a way where it doesn't look like a reaction, then it's not a reaction, but technically it's still covering the same thing. I could take Wendigoon's video and divide it up just like I did the Critical Role ones in the past, and it would still technically be the same thing. That's why you hear so much confusion in my voice on some of my videos when I'm like, am I even literally reacting to these trailers, or am I just reviewing them? See, there's no problem with the trailers. It's with other creators' content. It's like I be pausing and talking so much that it's almost like, am I even reacting at this point, or am I commenting over everything? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm a beast. But this video is really for those who may be breaking into the reaction sphere, or any type of content for that matter, or whatever you go and do in life. Everyone's always got something to say. So kick off this new year with a bang. 2024, new energy. Let everyone talk. Let everyone talk while you're out there grinding and doing what you got to do. Let everyone talk. Everyone's got something to say. But if your intent is pure, and you're not doing scummy things like some of these big creators that do just be getting up to go for a little stroll down the street while they got somebody else's video playing in the background, all right. But if you're someone who's getting involved in your content, and somebody else's, if you're doing reaction type content, if you're involved, if you're interacting, if you got a character that you're playing online, you know, like you're playing up your character, you're dramatic, maybe you make the thumbnails that are like, I think that stuff's corny to me, but own it, man. Do it. Have fun. That's this whole process. And shoot, maybe nothing I said in this last 8 minutes made any sense, but I hope that did. I hope that right there did. There's always going to be someone saying something. This is why you got to live in your own world, man. Your light will be infectious to others if you're genuinely just being authentically who you are, and you polarize other people. I'm glad my videos piss a couple of these people off, because that's what it's supposed to do, baby. I'm sorry. As long as I'm not pissing off the creators, that's fine. And if they come through and say, hey, if Wendigoon saw my channel, or any creator that matters, and was like, yo, take your whole series down, gone. I'm not gonna be, no, it's fair use. No, what do you mean? Bro, what? I'm doing this for fun. Some people need to get a grip, bro. Seriously. You know all the wild stuff happening in this world? Man. This shit is like Elden Ring, the lands in between. Is that what the new lands in Elden Ring are? I forgot, man. And I played the beginning of it. Jesus. But yeah. I'm making this. If you've gotten this far of the video, put down below tree, and then respond to it if you watch this far. Because what I gotta say is, I'm gonna switch up my content just a little bit. You know, I'm going to actually do it in more of a commentary style, so we can hush certain people. May take me longer to put videos out, but when it comes to gameplay trailers or movie trailers that y'all want me to react to, it's all good. Those will probably remain the same, roughly the same, because what are they gonna say? How dare you watch something created by Time Warner, or I don't know why I said Time Warner. How dare you watch something by Warner Brothers? They will just destroy your videos. So, you know, I'm not gonna get a video from them, but you know what I'm saying? The whole purpose of this video is stay hard. All the anime clips, everything. Stay hard. Stay hard. You know who you are. Let people talk. Yeah. And I got one last message for you. Now let me stop. This is the real message.
Jesus Christ is a nigga. He's a homie MC, JC, you see. He's an honest, caring, peace-loving nigga like me.
This world is not a real place. It truly is all an illusion.
This nigga puts honey on the mashed potatoes too.
Now the honey in the mashed potatoes was a great idea too.
Oh my god.
You gotta just experiment. You gotta be an alchemist. You're
So
hating.
just put honey on everything.
No, it's make your own creation. Elise does it too. She makes, like when I went over to her house, she